Do you want a smaller looking waist? I'm gonna show you how to get exactly that through strength training without doing any crunches. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss a video about all things fitness. My name is Tiana and I'm a body transformation coach, personal trainer, and holistic nutritionist. I've worked with hundreds of women over the years, helping them achieve an epic and lasting body transformation. One of the things I still hear hands down is, how do I make my waist look smaller? My stomach is my problem area. I store fat around the middle. All these kind of things. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Let's dive in. Now, first things first, did you know that slimming down or leaning out your stomach actually doesn't have anything to do with core or ab targeted exercises?
What?
Let me explain. So a lot of people think if you do crunches or if you're doing wood chops, if you're doing even planks and things like this, you're gonna be working to burn fat in that area. So this thing called spot reduction, it doesn't exist. In other words, you can't target fat in a specific area with exercise. I wish that that's how it worked, but unfortunately it's not. Do all the bicep curls that I want, for instance, till the cows come home, I am not gonna get smaller arms. Now, before we dive into exactly how strength training will help you create that smaller waist, we have to start with one thing. The most important factor in being able to see your small waist is having low enough body fat. So you might be thinking, oh man, it's not fair because I'll lose fat, but my stomach is my problem area. Listen, we all store fat a little bit differently based on your gender, your hormones, your age, your stress levels, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, we can't cherry pick where the fat comes from or where you lose it first. You're just gonna have to lose enough body fat throughout your body in order for the fat around your midsection to be gone as well. Another thing I wanted to touch on that is aside from your weight training is that if you are a mom, if you've given birth, you might be carrying some loose skin around your midsection, or you might have an abdominal separation known as a diastasis. I say this because a lot of the clients I work with have one or two of these things going on, and they feel like their stomach is their problem area because of body fat. But actually what they're dealing with is the loose skin or the abdominal separation. So the abdominal separation we can actually deal with through exercise. It's a big part of what I do with my clients. You can also, for most people, deal with this through pelvic floor physio. However, with loose skin, the loose skin is loose skin. There's nothing you can do about it. I say embrace it and accept it and love yourself.
Go me!
If you really want to deal with that, that would be a cosmetic procedure. It's not related to exercise. So once you've lost enough body fat that you're satisfied and you've dealt with the diastasis, the loose skin is there, whatever. Okay, how do we shape your physique through strength training? So when we want to create the illusion of a smaller waist, we're gonna do an optical illusion essentially by building up your shoulders, building up your back muscles, and building up your glutes. So this is gonna create what's known as the X frame or a V taper. So an X frame refers to essentially having your body be like the shape of an X. So shapely, small waist, shapely glutes and quads and legs, okay? The V taper is kind of just talking about the upper body part. So in other words, it's creating the shape of a V. You're building muscle in your back and your shoulders, so you're like the letter V. Okay, so now you know you gotta train these muscle groups. You gotta do the shoulders, you gotta do the back, you gotta do the glutes. How often? So here's what I recommend. Every muscle group that you're trying to grow, you wanna hit a weekly volume of about 24 total sets. So in other words, let's say I wanna grow my shoulders, I'm gonna do 24 sets spread throughout the week of shoulder exercises. Same thing with back, etc., etc. I talk more about this in one of my videos, how to get a full body transformation. I'm gonna link that below. But there's one thing I want you to remember. Across the board, it's not just about the quantity. It is really down to training quality.
Quality always.
I can't tell you how many of my clients initially tell me they're doing so much training volume or they're doing all the right things, but the quality of those movements or the way that they're doing it is what's keeping them from moving forward. So if you want to build that V taper, you want to build that X frame, you want to create the illusion of that smaller waist, you got to be prepared to lift heavy, apply the right volume, make sure your form is on point, make sure that everything is aligned. One thing to remember is that your muscles don't know how much weight you're lifting. They don't look and say, oh my God, we lifted 60 pounds. They respond to tension and stress. So don't lift with your ego. But at the end of the day, if you really want to create change and you want to build muscle, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have the form down, the tempo, and all that good stuff. And quick pop quiz for you guys. True or false? Crunches are going to help you with a slim waistline. Let me know in the comments. And that's it, guys. If it seems really simple, it's because it is, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. And this stuff does not happen overnight. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to change my diet, go in a deficit, lose some body fat, build up these muscle groups, and boom, there's my small waist. If only it were that easy.
I wish.
Yes, you need to apply these steps, but just know that even with that, it's going to take patience. Muscle building takes time and it takes effort. If you found this helpful, I know you're going to love it in my Facebook community, Strength Training and Muscle Building for Women. Every day I come in here and teach you something about how to build your peak fitness and really take your results to the next level. Make sure you join. I will leave that link below. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one.